You would think for the kind of money he gets paid.
I would think so. Some folks take the job.
I agree.
That's right.
I don't know. Show up. There it is.
Yeah, there you go.
Just about the time he got here.
Talk to the director, get this bill, I'll tell you.
Hey, thanks a lot.
Some people take the job seriously.
All right, thanks everyone. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Mystical Studios of KCAL, coming to you from the Falvino Family Art Gallery in downtown Nicholasville, Kentucky. My name is Tag Evans. This is Ashley Atkins, and we are going to conduct a short rehearsal with you guys because you are part of tonight's program. All right? Ashley's going to be your director, and she's going to cue you throughout the program when it's time for your part. All right? Who's ever been in the theater before? Who's done old-time radio before? All right. Now, if you look behind me, you'll see two signs. One of them up here says on air. Now, when that sign is lit, that means the program is in progress and we're broadcasting. The other is an applause sign. You can figure that one out. In addition, there are a few other things we need you to help us with, so that the listening audience at home will feel like they are more a part of the program. All right? First of all, there's the gasp, ooh-ah sign. Second is the laughter cue. And thirdly is the happy crowd noise cue.
Oh, I know we can talk about it.
Ashley's now going to take a moment and give you an opportunity to rehearse just for a bit. All right?
All right, guys. Are you ready to do the laughing? Perfect.
Good.
Happy crowd. Yes. All right. And now, at certain times, you'll see me stand up, and you'll see this blink. As long as it's blinking, you can applaud. And then stop. Stop the applause. So keep an eye on me for me standing up and down.
Okay, that was excellent. And now, ladies and gentlemen, KCAL is on the air.
Stay where you are. Do not break the stillness of this moment, for this is a time of mystery, a time when imagination is free and moves forward swiftly, silently. This is the haunting hour. Tonight's episode, The Thought.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your pleasure and amazement, the 78 Club presents the great Marlowe, the mental marvel. Gifted with the 7 sense, the great Marlowe reads your mind, knows your every thought. But I warn you, if you have a secret you don't want him to know about, just don't think about it. Presenting the great Marlowe.
Thank you very much. Frankly, I can't explain the performance you're about to witness. Science, without explaining it, calls it telepathy, thought transference.
I call it
Well, the gentleman may call it hokum. We'll see. Now, everyone in this room needs to concentrate. Think of a thing. Think of a person. Concentrate. Think hard. I have a thought. Someone here is thinking of the initials SG. Will the person thinking of SG please rise?
I've been thinking SG.
Well, thank you. Young lady, you're concentrating on the name of Stanley Green, is that right?
Why, yes.
Now, Stanley's in the Army, I think. Is that right?
Yes, he's a sergeant.
Now let me tell you Stanley's serial number. It's 3400767. Is that correct?
Why, yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I have another thought. Someone is thinking. Someone is thinking. Ladies and gentlemen, please bear with me for a moment. Oh, I have to stop this performance. Believe me, it's important. I will be back very shortly.
I told you it was hokum. What happened, Professor? Forget your code?
Hey, what's the idea of stopping the act like that?
Where's your telephone directory, Marino?
What you trying to do? Ruin my club's reputation?
Shut up, Marino. Where's your... Oh, here it is.
Now listen, Marlo. I pay you $2,000 a week.
Glenwood, too, please.
I expect to get my money's worth.
Listen, will you please leave? Just as soon as I'm through with this call, I'll finish the act.
All right, but make it snappy.
And close the door.
Hello,
Hello, I'd like to speak to Mrs. Helen Thornton.
this is Mrs. Thornton.
Helen Thornton.
Yes, who's this?
My name is Marlowe, a telepathist performing at the 78 Club, and a few moments ago during my act, I received a thought that is vital to you. Are you alone?
Yes.
Then do as I please. Lock all your windows, lock all your doors. Allow no one in under any circumstance.
If this is someone's idea of a practical joke.
Oh, no, Mrs. Thornton, this is no joke. Someone in this nightclub is planning to kill you.
Hello.
This is Mildred, Helen. I just got in.
Oh, I've been trying to get you for hours. I know it's late, but could you come over?
Well, Helen, what's the matter?
Oh, Mildred, I'm so frightened, and I'm alone here.
Well, where's Jack?
He's out of town, and it's Marie's night off. Mildred, I don't know what to do.
Well, what's wrong? You sound so...
Mildred, come over right away, please. You could spend the night. Oh!
Helen, what happened? What's wrong with you?
Oh, Jack.
Helen, are you all right? Look, I'll be right over.
Oh, no, Mildred, it's all right. Jack's come home now.
Well, what was the matter?
Oh, I'll just speak with you about it tomorrow.
All right. Good night.
Oh, Jack.
What's the matter, Helen?
Oh, Jack.
What happened, dear? Helen, for praise sake, what is it? Pull yourself together, dear. Here, come over here and sit down. There, that's better. Now, what is it?
Oh, Jack, I'm so glad you're home. It's been awful. I didn't expect you, and then I heard that door.
Well, I finished my business in New York sooner than I'd planned. I would have wired, but I thought I'd surprise you. I met Fred Hamilton on the train coming home. You remember the buyer from St. Louis? We stopped off for a drink downtown.
Jack, you should have called me.
Well, as a matter of fact, I did try to call you at about 11, just as we were leaving the 78 Club.
The 78 Club? You were there?
Well, what is it, dear?
Oh, nothing. I'm all right.
Something is wrong, Helen. What is it?
Well, I guess I was just frightened, being alone.
You've been alone before many times.
Yes. But that call...
What call?
Oh, well, the Police. Yes, there was a robbery in the neighborhood.
Oh, that's it. That's why the door was double locked. Well, dear, there's nothing to worry about now. I'm here, all right?
Yes, Jack, you're here.
There, that's better. A good night's sleep and you'll be as good as new.
Yes, Jack.
Now, you lie there and relax, and I'll go to the kitchen and make you a cup of warm milk.
Okay.
Hello?
Paul, it's Helen. Didn't you get my message? I called twice.
Yes, but I just got in. I thought you'd be asleep by now.
Paul, you must help me. Please. Please, Paul, there isn't much time.
Helen, what's the trouble?
He's going to kill me.
What the?
Paul, he's going to kill me. Jack is going to kill me.
Helen, what are you talking about?
Paul, you must believe me.
Now, listen, Helen, you probably had a bad dream. Is Jack there?
Yes, but please, you must believe me. I know what he's going to do.
Well, we'll straighten this thing out. Let me speak to Jack.
No, you mustn't. Please. Oh, no, he's coming now. You'll never see me again. Alive. Goodbye, Paul.
Return to our program after this word from one of our fine sponsors.
Kool-Aid, Kool-Aid, a 5-cent package makes 2 quarts of Kool-Aid, Kool-Aid, the very best drink you've ever made. Kool-Aid, Kool-Aid, make sure the envelope says Kool-Aid.
You can give your youngsters a lot of pleasure with Kool-Aid, and it's thrifty, too. 1 5-cent package makes 2 full quarts. Just add Kool-Aid to water and ice, add sugar, and stir.
Kool-Aid, Kool-Aid, the very best drink you've ever made. Kool-Aid, Kool-Aid, make sure the envelope says Kool-Aid!
And now back to our program, The Thought.
Oh, don't bother folding the dresses, Marie. Just throw them in.
Oh, Mrs. Thornton, isn't this kind of sudden you're going away?
Don't ask questions, Marie. Hurry. Here, now help me close this suitcase. Okay. You finish packing the other suitcase, and I'm going to get the car out of the garage.
Good morning, Helen.
Jack!
Well, you look so surprised to see me.
Well, Marie said you had gone. I really didn't expect you.
Well, I decided to come back. I see I caught you in time.
Well, I was going over to Mildred's.
So early in the morning?
We have an appointment for golf.
Honey, in those clothes?
Darling,
it's all right. Helen, I'll tell you why I came back this morning. Frankly, I'm worried about you. Something's on your mind, and I know it. Won't you tell me what it is?
I'm all right.
Okay, now listen to me. I had some very important business to settle with Paul this morning, but you come first.
You saw Paul this morning?
No, I changed my mind on the way down and came back. Helen, you need a rest. You and I are going away.
Oh, no, Jack.
Yes, now there's no use in arguing. I've already made a reservation for this weekend.
Where are you taking me, Jack?
You remember that cabin we stayed at 3 years ago?
Oh, yes.
It will be wonderful. Just the two of us all alone. We'll drive out there tomorrow. Now, there's no need to fuss either. Just a few old duds and my rifle.
Your rifle?
Well, yes, darling, my gun. The hunting season is on. The shooting at Lone Oak should be very good this year.
Helen, what's this all about?
Paul, I had to see you.
Yeah, but why you're at Luigi's all the way across town?
It's safer here.
What's gotten into you?
Jack is going to kill me.
Helen.
He is, Paul.
Don't be ridiculous. That's what you told me last night over the phone.
He's changed his plan.
Oh, I see. And why, Mrs. Thornton, is your husband going to kill you?
Because he's jealous of you.
Jealous? Jack jealous of me?
Well, he knows what we once meant to each other before I married him.
Why, of course he does. So what? Why, his winning you is a standard joke between him and me. Rivals in love, partners in business, all that stuff. Come on, snap out of it. I think I better talk to Jack about you.
Oh, no, no, Paul, you mustn't. Promise me you won't.
All right, Helen, if you say so.
Jack's wanting to take me to Lone Oak tomorrow. For a rest, he says.
Good. It's just what you need.
I'll never come back. Alive.
Now, Helen, get hold of yourself. Everything will be all right. Your imagination's overworked, that's all. You should go to Lone Oak for a rest. It will do you a world of good.
All right, I'll go. But I'm frightened, so frightened. We'll be alone. And he'll have his gun.
You know, Helen, sometimes I think I love this gun more than I do you. There, it's okay now. Clean as a whistle and ready for the work at hand. Say, the fog's lifting. You can see clear across the valley. Now we'll get in some hunting today after all. Helen, what's the matter? You haven't said a word since breakfast.
Oh, I'm all right. I just wanted to finish this story.
The Golden Goblet Murders. You know, detective stories hand me a laugh. Now, if I were planning a murder, I'd use a gun like this Springfield here. Let's say, for instance, I wanted to kill...
Me?
Well, all right. Say I wanted to kill you. Now, let's see. We have to have a motive, don't we? I have it. Motive? Jealousy.
Jealousy?
Yes. I'm jealous of Paul Allen. That's it. I'm jealous of Paul.
Oh, I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Oh, come on. Be a sport. Our murder plot is just beginning to get interesting. Now, let's see. We need a locale. Oh, Lone Oak, right here. What a perfect setting for a perfect murder. Now for the time.
Yes, Jack. When are you going to kill me?
Well, I shouldn't really tell you when I'm planning to kill you, but I'll give you a break. Let's say this afternoon. How's that? We'll be out in the woods hunting. No one will be too near. No one to see what happens. The hunting season, a gunshot, you're dead. A regrettable accident, and there's our perfect murder.
Will Helen survive the night? Is Jack the owner of the thought? The answers after this word from Ford.
Look at that coming down the street.
Oh, wait. Look at that beauty there.
Man, what I wouldn't do for a Ford like that. I don't want to be
Standing on the corner, watching all the Fords go by. Standing on the corner, giving all the Fords the eye. Brother, you won't find better transportation. Matter of fact, neither will I.
Look at it go. It's the kissing cousin to the Super Deluxe.
Gotta get in a Ford to give a Ford a try.
Yes, sir. When you lay your eyes on this longer, lower Ford, when you discover that the 47 Ford goes bigger in the Custom Series and even bigger in the new Deluxe models, when you sample Ford's 75 horsepower sizzle, well, mister, you'll drive home in a new kind of Ford. Go to the local Ford dealership and take her for a spin, and you won't be
Standing on the corner, watching all the Fords, watching all the Fords, watching all the Fords go by.
And now back to the haunting hour. And tonight's episode, The Thought.
Helen Thornton has discovered that someone wishes to murder her. A mental telepathist performing at the nightclub read the thought from among the guests. Later, Helen was shocked to learn that one of the guests present in the nightclub was her husband, Jack. She fears that he may want to kill her because of jealousy of Paul, a former suitor. Her anxiety is heightened, and her husband suggests that they go away for a weekend to Lone Oak, an isolated hunting lodge. Once there, Jack tells her it's the perfect setting for a possible perfect crime. Her murder. A hunting accident.
Helen, here, up this way. Follow this path around the bend here.
Jack!
Yeah?
Would you mind if I went back to the cabin?
Well, there's a clearing up here. We'll stop there for a rest. Helen, I'm going to circle this hill. You wait right here for me.
Jack, don't leave me alone here. Oh!
A regrettable accident, Mr. Thornton.
But, Doctor, I don't understand how it happened.
Now, Mr. Thornton, it's really nothing serious. It's just a shoulder flesh wound. Your wife is perfectly all right.
When may I see her?
Oh, we can go in right now.
She's asleep.
Well, go ahead. Wake her up. She'll feel better knowing you're here.
Helen, dear.
Huh?
It's me, Helen. Jack.
Mrs. Thornton, it's your husband.
Oh, Doctor, get him out of here. He's going to kill me. Please, Doctor, you must save me.
Mr. Thornton, perhaps you better leave the room for a while.
All right, I'll wait outside.
Doctor, please don't let him in here again. You must believe me. He's planning to kill me.
Mrs. Thornton, what happened was an accident.
That's what he wants you to think. He planned it that way, but it wasn't an accident.
Now, Mrs. Thornton, it's natural in a case like this for you to imagine strange things.
Doctor, you think I'm crazy, don't you? But I'm not. I know what I'm saying. You yourself took this bullet out of my shoulder. Doesn't that prove that he's trying to kill me?
On the contrary, Mrs. Thornton. At the scene of the accident, they found your husband with a .32 caliber rifle in his hands. The bullet I removed from your shoulder was a .45 caliber pistol cartridge.
Three weeks later.
Oh, Marie!
Yes, Mrs. Thornton. I'll be right up. Oh, I was just cleaning up the scullery, ma'am. Oh, Mrs. Thornton, you have the sling off.
Yes, Marie. The doctor says the shoulder's okay. Soon I'll be playing golf again.
Oh, that's fine, ma'am. I'm so glad.
Thank you, Marie. Were there any calls for me while I was out?
Oh, yes. Mr. Thornton called to tell you not to wait up for him. He'll be home very late. Oh, and Mr. Allen called, too, for you, Mr. Thornton.
Well, did he say what he wanted?
Oh, no, ma'am. He said he'd try to get you later on. Oh, and Mrs. Thornton, I was thinking, do you suppose Mr. Thornton wants to keep this box of bullets downstairs on the open shelf? I was thinking it might be kind of dangerous.
Bullets?
Well, yes, ma'am. This box here.
Let me see that box, Marie. 45 caliber cartridges. 45 caliber cartridges.
At the scene of the crime, they found a .32 caliber rifle in your husband's hands. The bullet I removed from your shoulder was a .45 caliber pistol cartridge.
Evening, madam. Have you a reservation?
No, I'm here to see the great Marlowe.
Yes, madam. Then perhaps a table on this side. This way, please.
No, I've come to see him on a personal matter. He is expecting me.
Oh, I see, madam. Albert, show this lady to the great Marlowe's dressing room.
And when the doctor told me about the bullet he removed from my shoulder, well, I thought it was all just a terrible mistake. I was even too ashamed to explain to Jack why it acted the way I did. But now, Mr. Marlowe, I'm sure that what you told me over the phone that night is true. Someone is trying to kill me. My husband.
Are you sure the doctor said it was a .45 caliber cartridge?
Yes, a .45 caliber cartridge, just like these that Marie found in the basement.
Mrs. Thornton, does your husband have a pistol?
Yes, I think so. He keeps all his guns locked in a case, and he has the only key. Mr. Marlowe, he tried once and failed. He will try again. You must help me.
All right, Mrs. Thornton, I will do what I can. Where is your husband now?
He's out of town on business and won't be home until late.
Then we have to work fast. Let's see. I go on again at 9 o'clock. I want you to go home immediately and find some way to open that case where your husband keeps his guns. Now, I'll call you as soon as my act is over. And Mrs. Thornton, if you can find a .45 caliber pistol in that case, I think we can put an end to this affair.
Hello?
This is Marlowe.
I opened the case and there was no pistol.
Mrs. Thornton,
I've searched all through the house. I can't find it anywhere. He must have it with him.
Mrs. Thornton.
What can I do? I can't stay here tonight. He'll kill me.
Mrs. Thornton, listen to me, please. You must come down here immediately. A few moments ago, during my act, I received the murder thought again. Mr. Thornton is in this nightclub.
My husband is there? Now?
Yes, meet me in my dressing room. Be sure to come through the back entrance, and Mrs. Thornton, hurry.
All right, Mr. Marlowe.
And just exactly where am I supposed to be right now?
Oh, Jack, but he said you were standing there the whole time? You heard everything?
I heard enough.
Well, if it's not you, then who is it at the 78 Club?
Me? 78 Club? Helen, are you going to tell me what this is all about?
Oh, it's not you. Yes, darling, I will tell you everything, everything. I should have told you before, and I wanted to. Oh, Jack, I need you so much.
And now a word from our sponsor.
You know, in your mouth, troubles can start with trapped food particles that attract decay bacteria, producing decay acids. Colgate with activated Gardol foams as you brush and helps foam away food, bacteria, and decay acids. Regular Colgate brushing for most people instantly stops bad breath that starts in the mouth.
A happy Colgate boy and girl brush 3 ways clean to both enjoy. Cleaner breath, cleaner taste, cleaner teeth. 3 ways clean is Colgate clean. Help fight decay with Colgate. 3 ways clean is Colgate clean.
And now back to our program, where we find ourselves once again at the 78 Club.
Now look here, Marlowe. I want to get to the bottom of this.
But Mrs. Thornton and I have told you everything.
Yes? Well, then explain to me why at the very moment I was standing in my own house listening to my wife talk to you on the telephone, you were telling Mrs. Thornton that I was in this club planning to kill her. Oh, don't you see, Helen? This man is a cheap trickster. He's never even seen me before. Why didn't you come to me when all this started, dear?
I was afraid.
Because she thought you were the one, and so did I. That's why I assumed you were sitting out there. Of course I never saw you before you entered my dressing room. You see, Mr. Thornton, I have a telepathic mind, not a magic eye. I know what your wife and I have told you is hard to believe.
Well, I don't know what your game is, Marlowe, but I'll find out soon enough. Come on, Helen, we're going to police headquarters.
That won't be necessary, Mr. Thornton. The police know about this. I told them.
Huh?
The police are here, right now, in this nightclub. Now, Mr. Thornton, whether you believe it or not, your wife's life is in jeopardy. Someone in this club is planning to kill her. Now, perhaps this will convince you. You own a .45 caliber pistol with serial number 75682, is that right?
Well, yes, that's right. It's the pistol I reported missing.
Yes, I know. The police told me tonight.
Jack, why didn't you tell me?
Well, darling, you've been so upset lately, I didn't want to cause you any more anxiety.
That pistol, in all likelihood, is the pistol which was used at Lone Oak in the attempt on your wife's life. Now, Mr. Thornton, that pistol was brought into this club tonight by the person who is planning to kill your wife. The police found it concealed in an overcoat in the hat check room. So, whoever claims the coat is Miss Thornton's intended murderer.
Why would anyone want to kill her?
Who can it be?
We'll find out soon enough. Now, Mr. Thornton, do you recall the night you were at the club? The night that I first received the murder thought?
Yes.
That night, Did you see anybody here, or were you with anybody who knows you and Mrs. Thornton very well?
Let me see.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it couldn't be.
Pardon me, please.
We got him, Mr. Marlowe. Here he is.
Mrs. Thornton, your intended murderer.
Paul!
That's right. He was here the night you had the murder thought.
Paul, it was you all along.
All I ever wanted was you, Helen. And all you ever wanted was Jack. It almost worked.
Yes, and all the clues pointed to you, Mr. Thornton.
But why? We were so friendly, the three of us.
Friendly? More than that, Mrs. Thornton. Paul Allen was hopelessly in love with you.
Mr. Marlowe, you're on.
All right, I'm coming.
Let's go, Alan.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the 78 Club proudly presents the great Marlowe, the mental marvel. He will read your mind and tell your every thought. But let me warn you, if you have a secret you don't want him to know, just don't think about it.
From shadows and stillness, mystery weaves a spell of strangest fascination, charging the mind with doubts and fears. The mystery is a strange companion, a living memory. In the haunting hour.
And that concludes our program. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed our little demonstration of what it was like in a world before television, where the imagination was the big screen HD TV. I want to take just a second and introduce our cast to you. Playing the ever-excitable Helen, Mrs. Denise Klein. Her husband Paul, oddly enough, is her husband Norman Klein. The great Marlowe, the doctor, and other voices, Mr. Doug Fane. Playing the jilted lover and our almost murderer, Mr. Dennis Smith. Playing Helen's best friend and the voice of wisdom in the Kool-Aid. The voice of Marie and our arranger for our commercials, Miss Megan Redmond. The man of many voices, where is he over there? From cop to stagehand to gangsta, the voice choip and Mr. Patrick Smith. The sweet, sweet voice of our young lady in the audience and one of our vocalists, Miss Hallie Pigston. And finally, where's our station manager on duty tonight? Well, okay. Our station manager, I guess, took off for the evening. That's Miss Connie Grayson. In 2 weeks, on November 15th, we'll be hearing Abbott and Costello Go Lion Hunting here on KCAL. We certainly hope you will join us. I'm Tank Evans, the director. This is Ashley Atkins. Have a wonderful evening.
PayPal is off the air.
Okay, guys.
We have coffee and cookies here.
Ladies and gentlemen, right back on that table, there's coffee and cookies, and you're welcome to them. We will be out front to see you as we leave.
Everybody's going to 78 Club.
Oh, let's go.
Let's go.
Having to play the bad guy.
I hope we get some good scotch. I wish you could hear Laura.